Good morning. How are you? You're watching Take Note, and I've thought about it. I count to like 10 every single time I have to walk into a bank. It's your money. You have to get it for something, but you're thinking, must I, should I, will I, can I? Because you're thinking about the lines and you're thinking of talking to somebody, then you might not be in the mood, they might not be in the mood. There's just a convenience of having to just hold my phone and I can actually bank. And I can do everything I need to do, and in seconds I'm off the phone and banking has been done. So I wanted to have a conversation on digitization in banking, and joining me from Standard Chartered Bank is the head of retail products, Timothy Chiyimba. Good morning.
Good morning, Flavia.
Yes, it's true. I really hate going to the bank. For someone who works there, do you enjoy going to the lines?
Well, I actually never go to the lines.
VIP treatment?
No, I never go to the lines, not because it's VIP treatment, but I've gone digital. So a lot of the things I'm doing,
that's what you would say.
I don't have to go to the lines anymore.
So for somebody watching who's thinking, it's true, I have mobile banking, I bank online, but I've never really understood what they mean when they say digitization in banking. Let's try and start from there.
Okay, I'll just take us a step back before we get to banking. I think the two words. Let's start with digitization.
Yes.
If you go 20 years back in this country itself, you know, 1998, for the things that you wanted to do, if your music probably on a Discman, or you had to carry a physical camera, or all these things that you typically can do on your phone now, you had a physical gadget to do all those particular things. So with banking as well, that's the trend. Let's try and have convenience for the client. Okay, you don't have to go to the bank to bank. That is typically the way to go. And digitization in banking is purely around that. Make it simpler, make it safer, do it from wherever you are, and enjoy the benefits that come with it. Okay, so digitization in the world that's what it's about. Convenience and providing more services.
Timothy, I understand convenience because I sit at home on a Saturday tired and I can order my food and it gets to me. So I understand convenience. But for some industries that I look at and I think, now how do they think it's convenient? Because it scares me. But before we get into the structures there, I want to talk about the existing tools when it comes to banking, because not everything can go digital when it comes to banking. So what's available? What can I do digitally when it comes to banking?
Okay, currently, and for a couple of banks as well, you've got two sets of platforms.
Okay.
You have a USSD platform, which we have had at Standard Chartered, I think, since 2009. You dial *266# and you can transfer funds to a particular account, or you can pay bills. Now, lately, with the adoption of smartphones and a lot more, again, digital adoption of clients, we do have a lot of activity that's done via the smartphone. Now, in this particular aspect, it's you log on, okay, once you get access, and in our case, the access, again, no need to come to the bank to get access. Once you're a client, you have your ATM card, okay, use that and your phone and log onto the app, register yourself onto the app using these particular numbers. Okay.
Let me take you back. The first was just hash to something something.
Yes.
Start to something something hash, and I'm thinking I never used that.
Yeah.
But that just sounds like it would have taken a long time for any of my transactions to go through.
No, interestingly, it's exactly the same. Okay. It was instant transactions. What has helped digitization the way we have it now is adoption of mobile money. I think the introduction of mobile money by the MNOs. That did break through, and when it came through from Kenya, M-Pesa, and what we have here as mobile money, that helped individuals break through the barrier of, can I do this on my phone? Does the money actually get to the person who I'm sending it to?
Does it get stuck somewhere?
Yeah. So interestingly, the *266# broke the barrier. It broke the sound barrier or the digital barrier for us, as it were. Now, going to the next level, because this is where now using a web app interface, okay? But what that comes with is a lot more functionalities. So
there's something I couldn't do with the other platform that I could do now?
Absolutely. For starters, the interface in itself, because you know how the *266# it's a menu, you press 1,
you
select the option, go to the next one, and then, I know it's like 3 levels, okay? Now it's click, you get there. Log in, and 3 steps, you're able to transfer funds. So back to the question on what you can do, okay? And I wanted to start with being able to log in very easily, okay? And this has the two-factor authentication, do it from wherever you are. Once you're logged in, then the options now start to say, one, I can see my balances on the accounts that I hold.
Oh, yes.
I can see the balances on my account. I can see the balances on my loan. I can see when it's due to be paid. I can see what interest I'm paying, how much I'm paying in principal as repayment towards the loan, how much I'm paying in interest, and I can see all my transactions. And which is something that, again, you had to wait for your statement. And again, before things like e-statements, the statements went to the post office. So to get your statement meant, go to the post office, you know, on Saturday, you open it, we would take it out, see what the statement says, discover that, oops, you know, this is the issue. now
Don't
you
shock
log
millennials.
on.
They're like, post,
I know.
Post what? Post office?
I know.
Who does that? No, but you also forgot the fact that if you have 3 accounts, say with Standard Chartered Bank,
Yes.
you can see all of them.
Yes, you see all your accounts,
All
you
your
see
accounts
all
at
your
once.
loans.
Yeah.
And again, because I'm getting
They're
there,
not
it's
different
it's
logins
not
for the
just-
same thing, it's
yeah,
just one.
It's all one.
Yes.
And with a bank like Standard Chartered, where it's global, okay, if I have an account in Singapore, an account in Kenya, an account in Uganda, I can have see all these accounts off my one login.
Yes.
Okay, so it takes global banking to another level, and that's what the world has become. You know, using the cliche phrase, a global village. You should be able to see all your accounts, see
no
all
matter
your
where you are
transactions.
and no matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask. I mean, what happens behind the scenes? Because all I'm seeing is me able to access my bank account or accounts or transact online, whether it's my phone or my computer. Good for me. But what's involved in you being able to offer me that? What happens, you know, with the regulation, the legalities, the structures before you're able to offer me, the consumer or the client, that privilege?
There's quite a bit in the design phase, okay, and we'll speak just a bit more on the additional features because there's transaction, there's service. We'll get to service.
Right.
However, in the design phase of the system, it is a process, okay, and it starts with the client.
Okay.
What does the client want? Okay, and once you've picked up what the clients want, I think research done on African financial services shows that I think the 3 things is you've got price, you've got convenience, you've got service. Okay, so it's what does the client want? What service am I going to offer with this digital enabler?
Right.
Okay, so once you have that, then you make the changes. In terms of legality, you have to go through, you are regulated by the central bank, the Bank of Uganda.
Yes.
So you have to run that by the central bank and say, look, this is what we want to do, these are the features it offers, you know, and they too assess and say, is this okay for consumption? So, and as a principle right now, you have things like fair outcomes for clients, which you need to consider and say, look, what's the outcome for this client? Will they be able to transact? Will they be able to transact safely? You know, what can go wrong? If it does go wrong, what's the fallback position? What do we do? Okay, so all that gets taken into account to ensure that it's fair and it's right, it's legal, and you're meeting all the compliance guidelines. And it's not just the central bank. You have the financial authority and you may have insurance authority or typical regulatory.
Yeah, because we need someone to protect us and our money.
So you are protected.
We are
you
protected.
Are protected in this environment.
Speaking of protected, let's ask if it's safe. I'm asking this because I think a few weeks back we were talking about how, because I typically can access my details, my bank details online. I walked into a banking hall, I won't say, and there was a computer screen where people could actually log in their details and bank. And the security guy is standing right there, says, you need help. And he's doing this. And I thought, no, this is like an ATM. You can't be just right here, you know? So that's one way of asking if it's safe. I mean, who's, even if I'm in the banking hall, who's looking at my... And then, we also, Timothy, let's be honest, Flavia can access her details without having to ask Timothy to help me.
Yeah.
But there are people out there
who...
Okay, so now where do I go? What do I do?
What do I do? And then it's okay, press 1, 2, 3, 4.
And how sure are we the person they're asking is not going to take advantage of them? So is this space safe? One, hackers, where can I access it from? my phone, my computer, every other. And also, two, do people understand it?
Okay.
For them to not be able to give certain information that they shouldn't be giving out. And have you seen these problems anywhere?
No, absolutely. It's
Yes.
fundamentally one of the key things about digital banking is security and safety, and extra measures get taken to help you, be a lot safer as you transact. Now, in terms of security, while we're designing the systems and so on, absolute precaution and rigor is taken, hack attacks and things like that, just to ensure and say, is this safe, okay? In terms of once you put your password, nobody else is able to hack into it, okay? So at that front, that care is taken. Now, the other part is really about educating the individuals. And going back to the ATM, the example that you gave, which is also an aspect of digital banking, it's your PIN, okay, is the key.
Yes.
And with all forms of digital banking, okay, be it blockchain or digital banking that we're trying to log on, or be it cardless card authentication, everything has a password, okay, or a key that the individual has. Once that key is given away, it's just like a safe. You give away the combination, give away the
So
lock,
you're protecting me from the point, if I log in with my password,
yes,
I am protected.
Yes.
If I share my password or someone has access to it, you can't do much about it. You can't save me.
That's you have given it away.
You can't save me, even if I don't understand it. So let's go to that.
So, yes.
That sounds like digitization of banking is not for everyone.
It absolutely is for everyone. And that's the objective, to make it as simple and as usable by everyone.
Timothy, people are struggling with using a smartphone.
Yes.
Some apps you struggle, and you're trying to tell me somebody understands, or a good number of the population actually understands how to use this space?
It's pictorial, and like you can say, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, keep it pictorial, make it easy for somebody to know that, look, when I click here, this has, for argument's sake, national water picture.
Yes.
Okay.
So that means
you can't take that on, and somebody knows that if, regardless of what language they speak, they see the logo and they know that, okay, this looks like it's where I need to press, and they would need to know the numbers. So the objective is to make it really, really simple for everybody and have as many people, because the objective is to grow as a business as well.
Yes.
And if you want to grow, like I said, go back to the client need. If the client need is we want it simple, we want to access it, then we've got to do that. Make it simple for everybody to access. Keep it safe. And the safety comes with a lot of awareness, notifying the clients to say that, look, please don't give out your password. If somebody needs to help you, let them tell you what to do from far back.
Yes.
So don't have somebody typing in. And we put this on the ATMs as well. It's the same principle with digital.
Of course it's the same.
But what it also has is what we're calling two-factor authentication.
Please talk to us about that.
Which also means that there's two or more levels of authentication. For example, when you're logging in, like I mentioned, you'll need your ATM PIN, okay, when you set yourself up the first time.
Okay.
You need your ATM PIN and you need your phone number, because once you put in your
That's
ATM
verification.
PIN, we shall send an OTP to your phone,
right,
okay, which you had already given to us.
Okay.
So then we get to do that check and
balance. But that's
balance.
the first time.
That's the first time.
So
then after that, you'll have to log in. However, if you want to transfer funds to another beneficiary, if I want to transfer funds to you, I'll need to set you up, okay? And say, Flavia, account number is 123. Now, during that process, again, you'll get an OTP, a one-time password, which comes to your mobile phone, again, which I need to confirm and say, okay, set Flavia up. It's not just that. You'll get a notification, an SMS notification, SMS and email notification. So, hypothetically speaking, if somebody stole your phone and therefore has access to the OTP, then while you're at your desk at work, worst case scenario, you'll see a pop-up saying, oops, this beneficiary has been added successfully. And you'll be like, which beneficiary? How come I'm here? So, then you call up the bank instantly.
Okay. I hear you. Before we get into charges, I mean, I know that I can shop using my card, for example, which is also part of the digitization, really, of services. How safe is it for me to keep swiping and trying to bank at every single place? Because I'm told that's where some of the trouble comes in. Before you know it, you have zero bank balance. So how safe is it? Or how careful can I be? Is it some places I shouldn't, some places I should?
Yeah. Okay, I think swiping is safe. The key thing about it is, and what we all just need to check is the card details. If you look at a receipt for your transaction, okay, part
Hoping
of your,
everybody looks at their receipt.
you should look at.
You should.
Please look at both your receipt and the
their
receipt that
receipt.
the merchant is keeping.
Yes.
It is a habit, people
People just sign.
People always ask us to sign.
Yeah.
Typically they shouldn't, because now it's chip and pin. That's another
Yeah.
technology. When you're doing your swipe, you need to put in your password as well. But you need to check, and usually the card number is masked out, okay?
Yes.
So it's important to check that part of your card details are masked out, okay? That's a critical piece to keep your information safe as well. When they're not, try not to use that particular place.
Yeah. How affordable is this convenience?
It comes at same price. If you look at swiping, typically no charge in most places. You will find an outlet or two that charges. It is a merchant cost that they're supposed to pick. However, some people still insist and have a charge put to it, but they're not supposed to do that.
There are charges if I'm paying for something.
No.
Really?
No, there should not be charges.
This just shows how I don't make my receipts.
Yeah.
But
so that's swiping, okay? With the typical digital channels, it is a channel. So the banking product that you're picking up, then you'll be using it online. Same product, same transactions,
Right.
transfer your money at the bank charge. However, I think you'll see a lot more banks differentiating the tariff.
Hold on. So what you're saying is that if I walked into a bank today and I try to transfer money at the bank, whatever you're charging me is the same charge as if I log in.
I was just about to get to that. It should be it should be more.
It should be more in the bank?
It will cost you less online. Okay?
Right.
That's where a lot of banks are going to, because it does cost less, right? For you to do the transaction online,
Right.
in terms of resource end to end. One,
Right.
you enter the information yourself, you enter the beneficiary, it goes straight through. Done. Okay, walking in means you have to fill a slip or speak to a teller. Teller does it, counts your cash, does the transfer for you, sends it to the bank. The bank guys do their thing. That's
It's done.
Yeah. So
I'm not charged for accessing the accounts. Just to look at the balance and.
no, the login is free.
The login is free.
It's a
So
channel.
it's the transactions
It's the
where I get
transaction,
charged.
depending on what you do. And it's changing. I think we're looking at a lot more options
Right.
where we've changed the structure a lot more to make it, again, a lot cheaper, a lot more convenient for clients to get on board online and not pay as much. So that as well is the destination journey to make it really, really.
Do you call it a maintenance fee that I pay to have my account? Do I pay that as well for the online? Right. Please
Yes,
explain
depending on the
that.
account that you have.
Right.
Your account may have a flat fee, may have no fee, or may have specific charge on transactions.
Right.
So you will have that charge on the account. Okay. However, accessing it through the channel and no charges on that.
Okay, so they're not charging for the account generally, and then charging because I have an online.
No.
Oh,
that's the
okay.
thing. You'll have the charge
No
either
double,
way, with or without online. Yeah. And the thing about the additional things online is the services. Okay.
Please, yes.
Because typically you want to know your balance that you can see. You want a statement, you should be able to request it online. You want to order a checkbook. People that are using checkbooks. Again, same thing, do the request online. You want to replace your ATM card, do it online. You want to change your phone and email address, do it online. So it's
I didn't know I
things.
could request for an ATM card.
Yes, absolutely. All these things that typically you're coming to the bank to do or calling the bank to do, things like change your PIN or hot your card to say,
Really?
oh, look.
Come on.
So
Because for me, I was
that's-
under the impression all I can do is look at my statements, check my bank balance, transfer money. That's
No.
about it.
No, it's the plan and the move is to get to a point where all the things that you typically come in and ask somebody to do for you within the bank branch, you're able to do online.
And these are available now. I can.
The pin change, and the pin hotting should be available 1 or 2 months. But the rest are available. Checkbook request, ATM request, statement request. That's available right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So explain to me just before we wind up, that whole, it's money off my phone to the bank, from the bank to my phone. I've never been able to understand that one. I'm afraid to even try it.
Okay, okay. Starting from the phone to phone, okay?
Okay.
Typically, it is a virtual account with the phone company.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a wallet, I have a wallet. When I transfer funds, they'll come from my wallet to your wallet. Okay, so how it works with the bank in particular is now there's a bank wallet. Okay.
Okay.
So when I'm transferring money to my account, the network will transfer it from my wallet to the bank wallet.
Okay.
And let the bank know, okay, that money has been transferred from my wallet to the bank wallet. Now with that notification, the bank will then know, okay, we have this money on our wallet, so we credit the client's account with the money they have transferred to our wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a parallel thing where the transactions that you have in the wallet are replicated in your account. Okay. So you get your cash, okay? So the money you've transferred from your wallet to the bank's wallet is then put on your account. So in a sense, the money is shifted from your wallet to your account. So that's typically how it works, and the reverse.
Are people warming up to this, or?
No, it's without a doubt one of the best things that has happened to the industry as well.
Really?
To the industry as well. Yes, it is. I think it's totally enabling funds transfer, and it is very useful thing, because again, you're able to go onto your online app and do wallet transfers, pay your plumber, pay the lady in the market, through the security of transfer money from your account to the market lady. What's your good number? And you've paid the bill.
Yeah, the conversation has been around digitization in banking. I have from Standard Chartered Bank, the head of retail products, Timothy Chimba. As I let you go, your parting shot, maybe what people just generally need to know about banking in the digital space.
Okay, I think banking in the digital space, like I said, is changing, and the focus has been clients, what's their wish, let's have it more convenient. Yes. And the benefits ultimately should be transferred to the client.
Right.
So that's the change. With all these changes, all the efficiencies, the ultimate beneficiary is the client. Okay, and it just helps the bank grow. Even the staff that it has will be deployed into places where they're able to offer service, so individual personalized service to the client. Okay, call me, do a video conference, let me give you advice about your finances, as opposed to helping you do a transaction which you can do yourself. Ultimately, that's the picture.
True. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Flavia.
Well, that's it for Take Note. Have a good morning.
All right.